All right, short video today. This is the completed, although not finished. I still like to do some more work on it. This is that superhero that I created in my childhood, and I redesigned him so I could do a walk cycle of him. So let's check out the walk cycle. Here's drawing one that I did and cleaned up. Notice his left arm is out, his right leg is out, his left leg is back, so his right arm is back. And that's how you do the basic strides of a walk. And we went through this in the rough stages with the stick figures and tying it down to with volume, putting a body and legs and arms on him and everything. So now that's drawing one. Here is drawing two. And put a few details back on there. So as you see here, his right foot now comes down to the ground, and his left arm starts to go back. His left leg gets picked up. So here's what that looks like with drawing three. There's 1, 2, 3. Now his foot slides back because the background is sliding at the same rate as his foot is sliding back. Here is drawing 4, which is an in-between to 5. Notice his left leg starts to come up, and he starts to rise up because as you walk, you go up and down. Here's drawing 6, which is an in-between from 5 to 7. And as you see, his left leg is going up, and his right arm is starting to come forward. Here's drawing 8. It's in between from 7 to 9. And now his left leg is all the way out in the stride. In that way, it looks just like drawing 1, except all the limbs are reversed. And his foot contacts the ground there. And then the rest look just like the others, but they're in reverse. So here's 10 and 11. His foot comes down to the ground, slides back. There's 12 and 13. He starts to go up again because as you walk, you go up, your body moves up and down. And here's 14, which is an in-between on the way to drawing 15. And now his left arm is swinging forward as his left leg slides back with the background. His right leg comes up. And now his right leg is starting to go down. There's a swinging. And the next drawing is drawing 1. Now we put that down. And there it is. And that's the complete drawing walk cycle. You can put them all back on the pegs and let them flip down like this. Notice how I put the parts that are in shadow in blue, so we know that's inside the cape. And that's our completed walk cycle. If you wanted to really smooth it out, you could in between all of those to make it even smoother. So let's look at our tiger. And there's drawing one of the tiger with confidence. And then the next drawing, and the next drawing. See how he strides there? Turns his head as he walks. He's so confident. Now what we don't have here is a drawing of the design of what we're looking to do with this tiger. So let's get a clean sheet of paper and we can rough something in of how we want that tiger to look. Slide our light table down a little bit. There we go. So we can do this in another blue pencil just so that we know it's still rough. Just to tie down some of the details on him. Just to get started. You can put your construction in, your line of action. Goes all the way through the tail. And then start building up your forms. Do blocking in of the forms that you want to do. Just keeping it rough still as we try and figure out what kind of design are we looking to do here for this exercise. The bottom of his jaw would be like this. And we want to show those tiger whiskers on the bottom, kind of like a beard thing. Exaggerate these pieces of fur coming off of him. Then we can make corrections on his anatomy. We can say, well, maybe this arm is actually up higher. And we can make little changes. Like that. And we can say, well, maybe this one's up a little bit higher with his swagger. And of course he's got some chest hair on that big chest of his he's sticking out. And we come down to the chest and the legs. And maybe we want him to have these nice big old tiger feet. We describe a color separation there and continue the line of action here for his back leg. And we can have his legs slid back a little bit more than what we first did, just to exaggerate it. You can do that. Maybe we only want to see just 2 instead of 3. So these are little things you can change as you're doing your next pass, and figuring out what it is you're trying to show. So maybe there's just this one and this one, and then the last we can make a nice sweeping motion for the tail up here, and now we give it some volume. Come back here like that. There we go. So that's how you would do your next pass on the tiger walking, as you're trying to figure out exactly, well, not exactly, but figure out a little bit more of what he looks like. And you can go over with your black pencil like this. Now I did it on a separate sheet because I want to keep the original drawing. This is a Kohinoor 5B. And I could have done this part of the exercise with a pen, one of my many pens in my collection. Giving him all this growth here, we're making him into some kind of hipster. So try your own character, giving him an attitude, and see what you come up with for your own project. Maybe I'll move this chest hair up like that. There we go. And that's, again, drawing 1. But we wanted to do this very confident walk of this guy. And let's take a look and see what we got here without the bottom light. Oh, he's just so full of himself, isn't he? put his little pads there and the main pad here. So there you go. A little shadow under him. And now he's looking like he's walking in a space, in a place. So maybe you look at it and say, well, maybe I don't like all that. So you can erase that. And maybe you just want one, and then the rest to just be kind of smoothed down like this. There we go. So try it for yourself on your character and see what you can come up with. Until next time, keep drawing.